Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and off the spectrum. My name is Prince Kitsune, and today I'm back with another episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, last time... Oh, I'm not moving. What the fuck? Vtuber. My audio coming through? All right, the audio is coming through. Anyway, I like that introduction so much, I'm not going to re-record it. Last time, Ed and Ling fought Envy a lot until they got bored and decided to get out of there. Speaking of getting out of there, oh my lord, Ed saw Al's body in whatever dimension that was, and apparently it's fully functioning. He's in there. I'm not sure what that means. It kind of freaks me out to think about the implications of that, because if Al is here in the suit of armor, but he's also there in his own body still, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm so confused, but in a good way. Oh God, speaking of Al, he is with Gluttony being brought to the father, and by which I mean the father of both the homunculi and Ed and Al, because it's the same fucking person. Am I over a minute? Can I swear yet? Just kidding, this channel is not monetized. It is over a minute anyway, it's fine. We're totally fine. So yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm terrified to see how that's gonna play out, but I mean, that's what we're here to find out, I guess. No other choice. So we're just gonna do it. But before we do it, like always, remember to hit the buttons for me. You know the ones, the YouTube buttons, the like button, the comment button, and the subscribe button. You can hit the bell as well if you want to. I appreciate it a lot. Let's get going here. Okay, who the hell are these people? Does anybody else feel like this is gonna go horribly wrong? A bunch of people. Oh my gosh, that's not creepy as hell, motherfucker. Oh, that's what's her face. Hinako. That's the granny. That's Winry's grandma. Remember, we saw her in a picture of her when she was young, hanging out with Hohenheim. They look to be about the same age. So this is her. What's on your mind, freaky weirdo guy? Oh gosh, we have a new intro. Too bad I can't watch it because copyright. Just kidding. I'm gonna watch it on my own. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Interlude party. What does that mean? Interlude. Does that mean this is going to be an interlude from the story? Because it's not an interlude. It can't be an interlude within an episode. You know what I mean? Like the episode itself has to be the interlude. Because if you remember last episode, Al was literally right on the doorstep. Ed was literally right about to come out of the portal. And they were literally, supposedly, about to walk into the room with this guy. So are we getting a reprieve from that before it happens? Are we getting teased? Is she flirting with him? Are they really just friends? I don't know. I don't want to ship this. I hope I don't have to. Who is that? Is that Lust? That voice sounded familiar, right? It's definitely a voice we heard before. Maybe it is Lust, and maybe I just didn't recognize it right away because I haven't heard her talk for a few episodes. Because, you know, she dead. She very dead. But is Lust alive at this point? I imagine not. Who knows? Hohenheim's been around for a long time, so... Again, with the blue fucking eyes. Freaky as hell. There's something, by the way, there's something so inhuman about that. I mean, I know the Ishvaelians literally have an impossible eye color. Nobody really has bright red eyes. But, like, there's something just so, like, so cold and, like, empty and fucking freaky about the way that they have been representing those blue eyes. The thing is, like, blue eyes are still really rare. Clearly, all those people don't actually have blue eyes. It's symbolic. But there's something so freaky about it still. Oh my god, he's alive. Wait, how long ago was this? Hold on. What's happening? What's happening? Granny is a young adult. He was still alive. Clearly, these are different points in time. Right? Is this supposed to be happening at the same time? I should just shut up and watch. Clearly, it'll let me know. Oh, okay. So we're jumping through like everybody. Interesting. This is not happening right now. Interesting. We're putting pieces together. So just showing you like the future ramifications of his actions. She's just trying to get you off your feet. You're a kid. Dance with the other kids. There's literally a group of kids dancing right here. Go hang out with them. They're just at the bottom of the screen here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. My mouse is kind of hard to see behind the veil here. Yeah, there we go. Go dance with them. I don't like them. I like the old weird guy with the glasses, the beard. Which boys? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't tell me this is live. That this is real life. Her boys? Or sorry, his boys? Different boys. I'm so confused. I have a feeling I'm meant to be though, so like don't take this as a this is not a criticism or anything. I'm just like, what the hell is happening? Granted, I could just be completely wrong and that could just not be their grandma, but I thought it was. I thought it was Winry's grandma. I thought this is what she looked like when she was younger. Otherwise, this timeline makes no sense. I would feel really bad if she... Oh. Don't show me this again. She's not there, homie. She's not going to help you. I would feel, by the way, I know I'm distracting from what's happening on the screen right now, but I would feel really stupid if that woman was just another character that has 100% been introduced to us right now, and I just totally forgot who she was. I'm not discounting that as a possibility. Because if that's the case, this could all take place like a few months ago. Right, but she reminded me of the grandma. Because we saw what she looked like at that age. I thought that was her. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, clearly. Whoops. I wouldn't be surprised if we're jumping around, though. I wonder why we're seeing this again, though. Are they just trying to connect what we see here with what we saw with Ed, like, rediscovering his brother's body again? Are we getting a new clue here? Man, I'm so not happy about having to relive this again. It's brutal. Okay, so this is Winry and her grandma's shop. Oh. Yeah, we're definitely skipping around like a lot. Okay. Yeah, because we saw Ed talking to Ling for a sec. We saw that now we're seeing this flashback to the Marco conversation. This was like episode 6 or whatever, or 5 or something. Okay. We're just putting pieces back together. Again, I'm not supposed to be able to follow in terms of the timeline. It seems like we're just being connected by subject matter, you know? And this is just a reminder of like everything that we've talked about up until this point and why it's all relevant. Human transmutation, the war, the Israel war / genocide, the Philosopher's Stones, all of that. I guess that's what they meant when they say interlude. Alright, but where's this going though? Is it just set up for the actual meeting? Are we gonna learn new information though? That's what I want to know. Are we learning anything new? I told you that was gonna go wrong. I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to happen. Actually, it looks like that was supposed to happen. Never mind. What is he pondering? What's going through his weird fucking head? Yeah, that's a cool shot. Oh my god, what was that? That was not right. I'm trying to see. It looks like they're fusing into two people. And then there's these weird shapes, like these weird twisty twirly shapes. Those are not the shapes of arms. Is this supposed to be a shape that we recognize? I don't think so. I think it might just be like a metaphor for chimeras. Two beings formed together to form this weird thing that's unintelligible. Clearly, he's seeing everything on a different level right now. Do I want to know? Do I want to know? I hate this guy already. Why does there have to be a second one? What the hell, man? Nah, I assume this is just his inner monologue. There's no way there's two of them. Gosh, please don't tell me there's two of them. Oh my god, I don't want to think about what that opens up. What if there's a possibility that the actual Hohenheim is the good guy, and then this weird guy is the bad guy that created, and they're two different people, and he just pretends to be the other? Fuck you. Fuck you if that's the case. I'm overthinking it. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. This has got to be internal monologue, right? Or dialogue, whatever. Shut up. Yeah, see? They're working together. Why does he refer to himself in third person? Unless that's not him.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Van? Vroom, vroom. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't wrong. We really are just jumping around that much. Because all the other things, you know, that are happening closer to the modern day, I was like, okay, well, that could make sense that, you know, those things would be happening at around the same time, until they showed Ed multiple times, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not crazy. That's all I know. I'm not crazy. I was right. We're not supposed to know what the hell is going on. We're just connecting thoughts. We didn't... No, this is the 5th laboratory. Is this a clip episode? I don't think it's a true clip episode, because we're getting information about Hohenheim, so... I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that I need to watch this. I just had a thought. I was just like, oh shit. Am I not supposed to record this episode? But no, like this shit, what's happening with Hohenheim. I need to know what the hell is going on. Ooh. I remember when that happened. He didn't. Yeah. Shut up. He doesn't want to think about that. I don't consider Al to be a person. Yeah, I remember this. We had this whole conversation where Al was trying to figure it out as well, because Barry the Chopper, was saying the same thing to Al. And Al was taking it a little bit too seriously. But he's a kid, so I get it. Yeah. I don't think Ed has actually killed another human yet. Ironic. Ironic. The show does that well, though. Heavy thematic elements. Yeah, this is where Lust came in. Yeah. I was too close. I'm glad she's back, by the way. I know it's just a flashback, but like I'm happy she's back. What's up, baby girl? Yeah, you I'm less happy about. He's just doing this until it works. This is the first time he said sacrifice. Yeah, I remember this. This is the first time that I'll heard it. Like I said, making connections. And now we're back here. They did say that, didn't they? They said that to Roy. I love this. They're bringing up every time that they've said it. Because I'm stupid and I forget things. I forgot that they said that about their teacher too, whose name I always forget. I forget a lot of names in this show. To be fair, they don't really remind you about them like constantly. They don't remind you who's who. But like, that's crazy. I remember when they said this is Dr. Marco because it was like 3 episodes ago. Presumably sacrificed to turn into a Philosopher's Stone. Like they did with Greed. It's all connected. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to watch this again. Yeah. I couldn't quite remember like where he had come to and like what he was putting together. I just know that they killed him because he was digging too close and because it was a message to Roy more or less of what could happen if he digs too deep. Okay, this is connecting to the last episode because this... Okay, gosh. Okay, 2 things. That circle that Ed was just looking at is the one that he found pieces of within Gluttony and that he used to escape, right? And then just connecting that image to the image of the city and the idea that Marco was talking about of them using it as a giant transmutation circle, as you can see at the bottom of our screen right now. Yeah. Create a Philosopher's Stone made of everybody in the town. How long would that last? Would that be the only way to achieve true immortality? Is that what he's after? And yeah, we mentioned this last episode or the episode before. That's how that city got destroyed, Xerxes. They wouldn't believe me. Oh. Usually people say what I say. Watching what? Everything? Humanity? Yeah. And yet you, a human, think that you can fix these mistakes. I've heard this fucking story before. I hate people like this, by the way. These are like some of my most hated characters in like all of fiction. People are just like, oh, yeah, humanity sucks. I've just watched the mistakes that humanity makes. And then they're just like, humanity makes mistakes all the time. Therefore, they need someone like me, a human, to fix all their problems for. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're going to make mistakes too. You know why? Because you're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We should just accept being not perfect. Because that's what makes us real. That's what makes us human. You know, sacrificing your own humanity in order to supposedly save other people's humanity is such an arrogant thing to do. Because it's just kind of saying that, like, oh, 1, I'm better than people. 2, I know what's best for everybody around me and not just myself. And 3, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm not going to take what you think into account. I'm going to force you to subject to my interpretation of what's right for the world, right? I fucking hate that level of arrogance. Go fuck yourself. You can't tell other people what works for them, what should... I don't know. No one person should be able to solve all the problems of humanity, and anyone that fucking tries in any of these goddamn shows ends up a villain. Of course, they have to end up a villain because we understand where they're coming from, right? That's what makes them good, functional villains. At the same time, I, as a human being on this planet, you know, mask off, human being, human being / Kitsune Fox Spirit, you know what I mean? As a human being on this planet, I understand, I just don't agree. That's what makes us human, the ability to disagree, the ability to have our own feelings, have our own thoughts, desires, wants, dreams, and be able to search for them on our own, make our own choices, right? That's what you're trying to deny of other people in the vein of helping them, and that's exactly the type of person that's going to fight back against you. That's just how these things go. So who's really repeating the same mistake over and over? Who really is? You know what I mean? It sounds like you're just making the same mistake that everybody else fucking makes. Thinking that they're the ones who knows what is necessary in order to fix humanity. Humanity is not something that can be fixed because we are not broken. We are just us. That's all we are. We're just us. We just are. We'd be happier if we accepted that, I think.
そしてその度に逃げるしかない非力な姿を。
What the fuck?
人間は
I told you this is part of his plan. I knew this was gonna go poorly. But they got burned slightly and they exploded into blood or Philosopher's Stone juice. Greed is back. I mean, not back, but you know what I mean.
それが
We learned a lot about them from him, to be honest. Do I have to? I mean, I know I saw this already. Do I have to see it again, though? That's a weird throwback. I guess that's, yeah, just leading into this. I love how we got everybody but Roy. And Riza, too, I guess. The funny thing is, by the way, I was just, you know, because I just edited that video that I think that came up. Did that come out already? I don't remember. It must have, because I was just editing it. It must have already come out. Probably this week. But I just think it was so funny that I made a remark that I was just like, man, we never have seen what Gluttony's power is. Like, we don't know what does Gluttony do? Why is he Gluttony other than just his personality? You know, because everybody else has a power tied to their personality for the most part. Envy gets to be other people because that's what envy is, just jealousy of like other people and wanting to be like other people and have what they have and stuff like that. Greed, I mean, Greed didn't really have a special power. Wrath, dude's just fucking strong as fuck, fueled by anger. I guess he doesn't really have a special power either. Huh, interesting. Maybe they don't all have special powers, but they all have powers. No. I mean, okay, so Greed talked about his ultimate shield, right, and his ability to regenerate, but they can all do that? So I almost said that that was his power, and I'm like, no, wait, they all do that. I don't know what Ultimate Eye does. Just means he sees. I don't think he really meant that. I just think he was, like, riffing off of what Greed had said. I don't think their eyes have specific powers, or his eye has a specific power. Yeah. The military is the trouble. You know, it would have been more clear if he had said that. Oh, and you said the military is in trouble. You meant that the military is the trouble. I'm like, well, if you can, like, wordplay it like that, to where the two sentences are almost exactly the same, but they mean different things, maybe he should have just said the second sentence. I mean, he was going to die anyway. He might as well just been a little bit more clear. I don't know. I'm just saying. Also, hold on. We're caught up now, but we're still 10 minutes away from finishing this episode. Jesus. We're gonna find out. Are we gonna find out more about him in this episode, though? Hey, it's my girl. What's his point? This is another staple of this type of person, this type of villain. They always are like, oh, people get wrapped up in such small, trivial, unimportant things. And I'm just like, bitch, everything is important. Oh no, small, trivial, important things like love between humans. Having friends. having family, having people that care about you. Oh, so small and trivial. And this ties back to him being a deadbeat fucking dad. He clearly doesn't think that that's as important as whatever the hell he's going on about. All this shit to create this power just so he can like control things from the shadows. Turned out all he needed was just be a fucking family member, just to be a fucking dad. So lame. The choices you make.
ホムンクルスたちに何ができると思うのか。
You're the one who's making them.
それでも諦めない。
Was somebody else making them before? Ah, I see what's happening. He's just keeping her in the dark. He's pretending like the homunculi are being created by somebody else, that he's not the one behind it. To keep her on his side, right? But also just to hide his identity. So she does think he's a good guy. This is a question I had earlier when they mentioned that she knew that he'd been alive for a while. Whether or not he revealed to her, like, that he was... Like, where he was... You know what I mean? Whether or not he revealed to her that he was behind everything. You know? Because she obviously knew that he didn't age. That he'd been around for a while and they'd known each other for a while. But, like, what details does she know? It seems like not much. It seems like he's lying to her on purpose. This is so sick. Only 2 or 3 times. I probably would have passed out the first time. Oh gosh. That was pretty wimpy. Not gonna lie. That was a crazy thing to say. Yeah, that's who he is. He's stubborn as hell. That's he never will. I remember this. He has his limits. I mean, he's still big as fuck. He's still strong as fuck. He's sick as fuck. He's defensive as fuck. Obviously, there are inconveniences, but there are so many good things about being in his body. Hell yeah. I know we saw this like 2 episodes ago, but still, hell yeah. Yeah, so this guy. Okay, this guy appeared at the beginning. Somebody told me that. He appeared earlier. We've seen him before. I just don't remember. I remember I said something about him kind of looking like Ling, because he does look like Ling. I mean, he has the same kind of ponytail. He's obviously much buffer, but he's got the tattoos on his hands, right? I just forgot. We're going to get more information on him, I assume. Yeah, we saw all this stuff with Scar and his brother. I was told that we're not going to get more information on this, by the way, that he just kind of disappears. You assume he either just died or probably just died. Because he gives Scar his arm. And presumably, right, like, I know in the moment I said something about, like, did he just, like, fuse with him? Did he just put it, because his whole body disappeared. And I was like, is that part of the spell he did? But no, someone was just telling me, no, he just gave him the arm. Probably, like, walked off and died somewhere. It's just weird that his body disappears. Like, we should see his dead body, right? He should just die. Right next door. So I'm not sure what they really wanted us to think here. But he sacrificed his life for his brothers, which is very sweet. And his brothers is using his power, by the way, the power that he gave him in order to be a murderer. But, you know, he's traumatized. That's not true. I can't believe she used that to cut off her fucking arm. It's very interesting. Someone was asking me too, like, you know, they were talking about, like, why did she cut off her whole arm? And they were just saying that, like, oh, they just wanted to have enough blood to lead him astray for, like, a long enough time to escape. Whereas if she only cut off like a finger or even her hand, that might not have been enough blood. And even just part of the arm. And honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking at the time too. I don't remember if I said that out loud, so I wanted to say it now. This gangster as hell though. She cut her own arm off with a kunai. That thing is not big. It's not meant for cutting through things that are that big, like an arm. Here's the thing. Why is she young? How does she know who Ed and Al are? You know what I mean? She was a grandmother aged when they were born. How does she know who Ed and Al are at this age? Unless she's imagining her too. Is she imagining all of this? The hell is happening? That's something. I hate looking at this guy's face. Somehow he's even worse than the other one. The hell? What does that mean? Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell is happening right now? It's only getting worse. Is that real? Is that real? Does he actually look like that? Or is that metaphorical because he's been using other people to sustain himself for so long, right? Turning them into philosopher's stones. Is that how he feels? Does he feel like he has all of these souls that he sacrificed living under his skin, you know? What's happening? I should stop asking what is happening and just witness. Clearly, this is just meant to be experienced. You gonna give in, bitch? Gonna give up? Oh no. No. She's giving him so much hope. Oh, so sweet. She gave him so much hope. That's why he left her to fucking die. God damn it. He makes me so mad. This motherfucker only cares about himself. And that's the final piece of the puzzle, by the way, of the self-important motherfucker that thinks that they can fix humanity's problems. They only ever care about themselves. They spout all this shit about caring about the world around them, but when it comes time to actually, like, be kind to the people that they supposedly care about, fucking leave them in the dust. He left her to fucking die. And then he came back years later, was just like, oh man, I'm so sad that she died. It's just like, fucking, fuck you. You weren't there, bitch. You weren't there. Because he thinks what he's doing is so much important than human connection. But human connection is what's important. That's the whole point. Alright, should I be watching this because of the... Well, granted, whenever the music like blends into the end of the episode, it doesn't usually spout copyright. Hopefully if I talk enough, that won't be a problem. Alright. We still have stuff going on, okay. We're not really at the end here, are we? Let's go, baby. Alright, stop the music, stop the music. I might have to cut some of this out. This shit was crazy. Alright. What now? What now? What now? That's a sick image, not gonna lie. Yeah, she's right. She put her faith in the wrong person, though. Mm-hmm. What is happening? resemble. Right? She tried. It didn't work. So this all is all just in his head. Him just fucking dealing with his own shit. Congratulations. That's what this reminds me of. Congratulations. I don't know if you can hear the clapping. No, you can't hear the clapping. Wow, it's not coming up at all. I put it right next to the mic. I put my hands right next to the mic. It didn't start. This is a congratulations ass moment right here. This guy deserves no congratulations. He deserves that face that Ed's giving him right now. Look at all these people he thinks he cares about. Fucking loser, fucking liar. I'm with Ed. Fuck this guy. Where is he, though? Is he just in the middle of the woods? Is this modern day? Yeah, duh. You turned into Winry's grandma. Of course that was a dream. There were two of you. You were talking to yourself. You're changing bodies. Your dead wife appeared out of nowhere. Like, yeah, that was a dream. What a loser. Alcoholic, too. That only makes him more likable. Alright, let's give him credits. Whew, okay, well, that was a fucking doozy of an episode. Despite the fact that it was like 90% clips that we have already seen before, the shit that wasn't a clip, all the new stuff was ridiculous. Hohenheim's fucking dream. We're just getting insight on who he is as a person, and somehow I'm liking him even less. Because this is the point where you start to get into, like, the motivations. That's clearly what they were getting at. The motivations of what he's about, what he's trying to do. But at the same time, it's also just showing us how disconnected he is. How you have to be connected to humanity if you're ever going to save it. And if as soon as you start to give away your humanity, you're going to lose touch with what makes life worth living in the first place. So it's already too late for him. I don't give a fuck. Too late for him. I'm not going to believe in him ever again. I hope they don't try to give him some weak-ass, sorry-ass redemption arc. I hope he eventually realizes the error of his ways and how fucked he is, both as a human being, but just like how fucked he is in the future. He is so dead. But that being said, we still know so little about him. Like, we got some internal monologue, internal conflict stuff, but we don't know anything about his origin. We didn't get any physical, specific information about his life and like how he's lived and like where he came from and how all these things happened. When did he start fucking making these monstrosity homunculi thing? When did he take over the fucking military? When did all that shit happen? Are we gonna find that out as Ed and now find it out? Because, like I said, beginning of the episode, they're there. They're gonna see him. It's all gonna happen right at once. And I can't wait. I really can't. Anyway, you've heard me ramble enough about how much I hate this guy. I actually think this is my longest out of any of the episodes, which is hilarious because most of it was reused footage. I just can't stop talking about how much I hate this guy. I can't stand him. That rant that I had in the middle, though, that was an all-timer, though. I might just clip that and make it its own video. But anyway, just remember to hit the buttons. You know the ones, the YouTube buttons, the like button, the comment button, and the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell as well if you want notifications. I'd appreciate that a lot. I appreciate you a lot. I will see you next time. Good night, sweet princedom.